If you're searching for one of the most haunted spots in Staunton, Virginia, look no further than the Staunton Train Depot. It has all the ingredients for a supernatural hotspot: war, fire, and tragedy. Staunton grew quickly thanks to its prime location and temperate climate. By the 1800s, it was a thriving center of business and politics, but it was the arrival of the Virginia Central Railroad in 1854 that truly transformed the town. The train station, sitting at the heart of it all, became a vital artery for both commerce and war. In 1864, Union General David Hunter set his sights on the train depot, hoping to cripple the Confederate supply lines. During the Battle of Piedmont on June 5, 1864, his troops torched the station and fire consumed everything in its path, including those unfortunate enough to be trapped inside. The depot was rebuilt after the war, only to be obliterated again in 1890. It was the fall of 1889 that a company of opera singers began a series of exclusive engagements across the state of Missouri. In the audience for one performance of the operetta was 17-year-old Myrtle Knox, an amateur singer, so when it was announced that the production would be leaving Missouri for an Eastern tour the following year, she was delighted to be invited along. The company left Missouri on the Cincinnati Express train on April 26, 1890. That night, Myrtle climbed into her berth and fell asleep, secure in her belief that she was about to discover a whole new world of people and places. Shortly after midnight, the packed C&O train began its descent into the Shenandoah Valley. The 4 miles of track just west of the C&O depot in Staunton, then as now, twist and turn as they drop some 80 feet before reaching the station. About 2 miles into the steep downgrade, the Cincinnati's brakeman applied air pressure to the brakes, but the train didn't slow down. Myrtle Knox and her berthmate held on for dear life as the cars approached their last and most difficult turn, the turn leading directly into the station. The train barreled into the depot, shaking violently as it derailed, sending debris and splintered wood flying in every direction. 17-year-old Myrtle Ruth Knox, who had fought so hard for her dream of becoming a singer, was lying on a makeshift stretcher beside the train. Most of the passengers had escaped the crash with minor injuries, but her berth had borne the worst of the car's impact with the depot. One of her legs was nearly severed, and still another splinter pierced her femoral artery. She died within minutes. Today, travelers report seeing a ghostly young woman in a nightgown drifting across the platform, tugging at the hair of unsuspecting female visitors. Others hear the faint strains of an unseen soprano. And she's not alone. Confederate soldier D.C. McLaury met his end here in 1861 when, too drunk to see where he was going, he stumbled onto the tracks, only to be struck and killed by an oncoming train. To this day, his shadowy figure is seen swaying along the rails, forever caught between the past and the present.